These beaded earrings remind me of flowers in full bloom. In this tutorial, you will learn how to make a pair featuring a 14mm round stone in the middle. Plus, as an added bonus, at the end of this video, you will find out how to adapt the pattern for a 13 by 18 oval stone. Let's look at the supplies. A 14mm crystal round stone. This is a beautiful Krakowski stone that has a lotus inside. 5 of the 2mm round DRUKs. 22 of these 3x2 Chinese crystal rondelles. 10 size 11 seed beads. 10 size 8 seed beads. These are adorable check glass baby bellflower beads. You'll need a total of 10. These are all size 15 seed beads in 4 different colors. That way it'll be easier to follow along in the tutorial. Plus, I think it gives a lot of whimsy to the finished piece. All these beads to make this pair of earrings came out of a collection from Eureka Crystal Beads called Fairy Lake Collection Light. I'll leave my affiliate link below in the video description so you can check out this beautiful mix of beads. I'm using a size 12 beading needle with 4 feet of beading thread. Let's start these super simple bezels. You're going to pick up one size 8 and one size 11 seed bead. Repeat that for all 10 of the size 8 and size 11 seed beads. And bring those down near the end of your thread. And then knot this together 2 times and retrace this inner circle. Needle a few beads past the knot, exiting a size 8. And trim off the tail. Next, you need the baby bellflower beads and 10 of the 3x2 Chinese crystal rondelles. With your thread exiting a size 8 seed bead, pick up one of the baby bellflowers in a crystal and bring that down to the center circle. Skip over the crystal on the end and needle back through the flower and needle through the next size 8 seed bead. And you're going to pull the flower close to the center of your beads, pulling the crystal down to sit on top of the flower. Repeat that all the way around. The flower and crystal, skipping the crystal on the end and needling back through the flower and one size 8 after it, and bring the crystal to sit on top of the flower. Add the rest of your flowers and I'll show you the next step. Adding the last flower and crystal. Now you'll be exiting the size 8 seed bead. Then needle through the next 11 that sits at a base of one of the flowers, picking up the 15s, 5 in total. The one in the middle is a different color. Then needle through the next size 11 and pulling those to sit on top of the size 8 seed bead. Then come through one more 8 and one more 11. Repeat your pattern of 5 size 15 seed beads. Come through the next 11, 8, and 11 if you can get through all 3 at the same time. Pulling these on top of the size 8. So you'll have a loop of size 15 seed beads over every other size 8. The size 15 seed beads. Needle through the next 11, 8, and 11, forming another loop on top of that 8. 5 more size 15s, come through the next 11, 8, and 11, and the 5 more size 15 seed beads coming through the next 11, 8, and 11. You end up with 5 of the size 15 seed bead loops. And you want to needle up to the third bead in your size 15 loop, which is a different colored one. So needling through 3 of the size 15s. For this round, we'll be working with the size 15s here in the middle of each group above the 8s, using another color of size 15 seed beads along with the size 2mm druks. Picking up 3 of the size 15s, a 2mm druk and 3 15s. Needle through the third seed bead in the loop that sits above the 8. Repeat that all the way around, coming through the third seed bead in the loop above the 8. Adding the fourth seed bead and druk combo in the 5th set of beads. Needle back through the third one that sits above the size 8 seed bead, which is also right here where we started. Next, I'll be using the crystal and some size 15 seed beads to match it. Don't get frustrated because it may seem like your crystal is not going to stay in here. It's a trust the process thing. So as we work on this last step of adding the size 15s through the druks, you'll see how it all comes together. First, continue needling around until you exit one of the druks. Exiting here, you can sit your crystal in the middle and then pick up 5 of your size 15 seed beads. Needle through the next 2mm druk and that's going to pull everything up on top of your crystal. Don't worry about getting it completely tight yet until you get some more sides on. 5 more through the next 2mm druk. Kind of start pulling it up. 5 more through the next one. Pulling this up. 5 more. Continue around, putting your stone in place. The last 5 size 15s through the next, coming through here, holding the stone in place. Just pulling everything tight, pushing your stone down in. It's not going to stay yet until you retrace this top, coming through all the 15s and druks again. Retrace the top, pulling tight with each pass. Holding your stone in place and pulling tight. It's amazing how this last step really just pulls it right into place, holding it very tightly. And back around. Now that the stone is tightly in place, we're going to drop down here to the bottom layer where the bellflowers are, coming through the size 15 seed beads, all the way down, and then come through 111 and 18, and needle up through the bellflower. You can always try to move the crystal over with your finger and then push the needle through. Just takes a little finagling, but you'll get it. Needle through the crystal. You will need 12 more of the 3x2 Chinese crystal rondelles and more size 15 seed beads in whichever color you like for the edge. 215s, the crystal and 215s. Come through your next crystal and repeat that all the way around. And continue all the way around until you finish the entire edge. Feel free to retrace the outside edge one time if you'd like. Finish by exiting one of the crystals. And then to turn them into earrings, I'll pick up a few more size 15 seed beads, a crystal, and wire guard, and just needle down the other side of the wire guard, and then just duplicating the pattern, and then skipping one crystal and coming into the one after it, providing a perfect place to hang out your wire. Now that you know how to make this bezel for the 14mm round stone, you can easily adapt it to make a bezel for a 13x18 oval stone. For this one, begin with 12 of the size 8 and size 11 seed bead center ring, and you'll use 12 of the baby bellflowers along with 12 of the crystal rondelles. I didn't finish it with the edge on this one, although you certainly can. Everything else remains the same. You still have your loops of 5 seed beads over every other size 8, and then 3 seed beads, the 2mm DRUK, and 3 seed beads. And on the very top, the only difference is using 3 of the size 15 seed beads through every DRUK instead of the 5 with the previous one. And as always, I hope you have a beautiful day.